On this video, I have one goal. That would be to make the most flavorful steak possible. And I have a feeling this one is going to turn out fantastic. As for today's experiment, I'm going to be using this Thousand Island dressing. Now you might be thinking, why? Well, that was your suggestion. But when I took a look at the ingredients, it made sense. Because look, it has oil, vinegar, tomato puree, and other ingredients that will go well with steaks, because this is one of the most popular dressings there is. And if you've never had it, it's very similar to Big Mac sauce, so I'm hoping that it's going to make the steak fantastic. Talking about that, these are the ones I'll be using for today's experiment. They are 3 beautiful New York strip, 1.5 inches thick, so it's perfect for this experiment. The first thing to do is to cover the whole steak with it. The more, the better. I made sure that the whole thing was covered. The key here is to let the whole thing marinate. To be specific, for at least 1 hour. Because once it's done, you want to go ahead and remove the excess. You want to make sure that you clean both sides. But there's no way you're going to be able to remove all of that out. The most interesting thing for me, not only did it add flavor, but it seemed to tenderize the steak as well, because it feels super tender. That is a good thing. But there's another popular dressing that is used worldwide, and that would be this Caesar salad dressing. We all know what it tastes like, but the ingredients are interesting. I mean, take a look at the back. Some of these ingredients are perfect for steaks, so I have really high hopes. And just like the previous steak, the process is exactly the same. You want to add a generous amount. As once it's done, let this liquid do its thing for at least 1 hour. Because once the time is up, you want to go ahead and remove the excess. Because once I was done, take a look. This is what a steak marinated in Caesar salad looks like. I even left a little bit of the crumbs left behind. It should give some extra flavor. Because now, take a look. We got all of our steaks ready to go, including one that will be our control. Because now that they have been marinated, the next step is to go ahead and get them seasoned. For that, I went with a generous amount of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. As once that was done, into the bag they go, vacuum seal them, and they are now ready for sous vide. I'll be cooking all of them in the same container at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. Because as that was happening, it was perfect because it allowed me time to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. And this one is going to be delicious. And to make it, it's not as hard as you might think. First, into a skillet, I threw in some oil, followed by some shallots. Started to cook them for a little bit, then I threw in some garlic. You want to cook this just for a little bit, as now you want to add the special ingredient, which is chopped up pepperoni. You want to cook this one a little bit also, making the oils from the pepperoni getting fused with everything. Because as soon as it started releasing, I went ahead and added some risotto rice. Mixed that up real good and made sure to combine everything together. Now if you've never made risotto before, it's quite simple. You want to add your broth little by little. I'm going with beef broth. You want to stir everything and cook the rice little by little. As once the rice is fully cooked, you want to set it down on a tray so the whole thing can cool down. As once that has happened, here's where the fun begins. Because we're going to make small rice balls with some fresh mozzarella inside. Make them nice and tight, but don't make them too large. If not, the mozzarella won't melt. The next step is pretty simple. You want to go ahead and run them through flour, followed by egg wash and breadcrumbs. Then immediately into a 350 degrees oil. You want to cook them until they are nice golden brown. Because to finish it up, you want to add some Thousand Island dressing on the bottom of the plate, followed by those beautiful deep fried rice balls, a tiny bit more of Thousand Island dressing, and to finish it up, Parmigiano Reggiano and a few leaves of basil. Now that is today's side dish. I can tell you one thing, friends, it will please everyone. Talking about that, I have a feeling the steaks are also going to be amazing. So after taking them out of the bag, I went ahead and quickly pat them dry, and just like every sous vide steak, I know exactly what you're thinking. I know my steaks don't look that good right now, but watch this. All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful steak with a nice side dish. What do you guys think, gentlemen?
I think there's a wonderful smell in the room. We're all very hungry, and I cannot wait to see what you got for us, Guga.
All right, enough talking. I do have an experiment going on right here. I have some beautiful steaks. I want you to be brutally honest. I really want to know if this is worth it or not, because if it is, we just came across something incredible. So we're going to give it a go to this one right here. Let's see. How does it smell?
It smells like I want to put it in my freaking mouth. I mean,
Let's give it a try right now. Cheers, everybody.
cheers. That tastes like an extra well-seasoned control steak right there.
After hundreds of experiments, after doing so many things, everybody, I promise you one thing, steak still delicious.
It's actually really hard to get a perfect steak every time. Like on a charcoal grill, the variable, the heat, you're never gonna get it exactly perfect. But with the sous vide, I mean, every single time that thing is picture perfect, guys, and it has a wonderful, delicious flavor to it. Like, this is just so good.
I agree. You guys like that one? Tastes good, nice and savory, delicious, exactly what you're looking for on a steak.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's go for the second one. Please dig in.
It's not often Guga says we have an incredible experiment.
I do, because I'm looking forward to this one because I'm using two specific ingredients that I actually am a fan of. Give me your honest opinion. Let me know.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow.
That was a very different flavor. That's good.
That's very good.
I can tell how much you like these ingredients.
Wow, that is phenomenal. I wasn't expecting to be as good as this. What do you think?
I think this ingredient that you put gave a really nice flavor to the steak. It did do something differently where the savoriness is just a little bit toned down, but it still has like a slightly, I don't know how to say it. It almost gives me like ranch vibes, I guess.
Ranch, okay. How about you?
It's a strange thing because there's more flavors going on. The steak is not more bold. but
Really?
There's more flavors.
Wow, I'm glad I asked both of you the same thing because you said that it's less savory and for me, I feel a lot more umami, more flavorful.
I'm with you on the umami and it lasts long, but the strength of the flavor isn't as bold. Like when you put it in your mouth, it's not as much of a punch in the face.
Really?
As much as, oh wow, this is nice.
I'm glad you two are here because I am in the complete disagreement. I love this.
It's interesting because sometimes the ingredient is too powerful where that's all you taste. But on this steak, you have a perfect balance, I think, of like the actual ingredient and the steak itself where it enhances the steak without taking away the things you love about eating a steak.
It is phenomenal. Do you guys like?
I like it.
I think it's really good.
Let's try these. These are some meatballs, yeah?
It doesn't look like a meatball.
Why not?
Usually you don't fry the meatball.
All right, so this right here, I want to know your honest opinion. Yes, you are correct. It is not a meatball, okay?
I'm gonna cut it.
Go ahead and cut it, definitely. Check out what's inside.
Oh, that's not a meatball at all.
That's right, that's right. So this is pepperoni arancini.
This is a rice ball.
Correct. Well, let's give it a try and see how it tastes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow.
The sauce is such a nice contrast for the actual arancini. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit tangy, and then you have this perfectly fried, soft rice that's also a little bit wet, kind of like a risotto almost inside. This is tasty.
You feel a little spiciness from the pepperoni?
Not too spicy, bro. Come on.
No, okay, fair enough.
I don't do this often, but
No, you like?
I gotta shake your hand.
It's good, huh?
This is good.
Would you
This is
prefer
real
this
good.
or the steak?
This?
Damn,
Really
really?
good. I like this a lot.
That is phenomenal, everybody. I highly recommend you giving it a go. It is delicious. But now that you guys like this one so much, I'm super excited for this steak. Okay, let's dig in. Go ahead and slice it up. And does it smell different?
A little bit, yeah.
Really?
Actually.
I'm very excited. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
That is good, but to me, not as good as the previous one.
I agree. It does something to the actual flavor of the beef where it's maybe like a slight amount of sweetness or something that
Yes.
kind of just like it messes with the beef flavor a little bit and you lose some of that classic, nice, delicious beef flavor that we're looking for over here.
100% agree. What do you think, Angel?
I don't know, I just feel like it's not as complimentary to the steak.
Not as bold.
I feel like this one doesn't work as much as the second one that we tried.
You like the second one better.
Definitely like the second one more.
You too.
Yeah.
100% agree, everybody. It's more savory, it's more delicious. By the way, this one was marinated in Caesar salad, which has a tremendous amount of umami. It is absolutely delicious. It goes extremely well with the steak, everybody. And this second one we're here was with Thousand Island. It's almost like similar to like a Big Mac sauce.
Okay, I got you.
So yes, it's slightly sweet. Didn't work it as well, but if you're going to marinate your steak, definitely give it a try to the Caesar salad, everybody. It is phenomenal.
The pairing of flavors on that worked just beautifully
It
with
goes
steak.
so well.
100%.
And I don't even like salad.
There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Remember, everything I use is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.